Welcome to the video review of all of this stuff. So today we are going to be looking at the DX Genesis driver. By the way, this review is 23 days in waiting. Ever since I bought this toy, I've been waiting to review it. The DX Peach Energy, the DX Melon Energy, which comes with the Genesis driver, and these two Gashapon lock seeds right here. So to start off, we're going to look at the packaging of the Genesis driver. Pause button not working. And now we get back to the main event. This right here is the DX Genesis driver. Now, if you haven't watched Kamen Rider Gaim, this is the upgraded belt the four energy riders use. So you can see, no, you can't. But right back there, Shin Zangetsu wears it. And first, I'm actually going to look at the box. Sorry. And here's the box up top. You can't see it, but you can see the Melon Energy Lock Seed. Bent due to shipping. DX Genesis driver. I'm pretty sure. And Melon Energy Lock Seed. I'm pretty sure that's an and. Up here in the corner where my fingers are, it says lights and sounds. And in where my finger is now, right beside the Melon Energy Lock Seed, there's a little more kanji that I'm pretty sure says Lock Seed number something. Here we have a nice picture of Shin Zangetsu. I'm going to screw up that name a lot. I'm sorry. That C is hard for me to remember. With the logo of Kamen Rider Gaim right down here. Very nice logo. Giant picture of the Genesis driver with the Melon Energy Lock Seed open. And here's my face, just because. Provided by Toei Company. Really? Not provided, approved. Sorry. I read that wrong. Bandai, of course. Some copyright 2013, Bandai 2013, made in China. So this was made at the end, I'm guessing the end of last year. Now, for a side view, you have a nice profile picture of Shin Zangetsu with the Genesis driver on, the Sonic Arrow, which I may take a look at eventually if I can get it for cheap. Don't quote me on that. Just a product shot. Again, Genesis driver and Melon Energy Lock Seed. Sorry, that's just what I assume it says. I don't read kanji. On the top, you can see a nice picture of the Lemon Energy, the Cherry Energy, and the Peach Energy Lock Seed with a nice watery splash effect. DX something. I'm guessing that says one Lock Seed included somehow. We're going to turn around to the other side. Another profile picture of Zangetsu pulling the Melon Energy, ready to attack Invis or Kamen Rider Gaim. Another product shot, the same product shot picture on the bottom. We have Zangetsu Shin, Melon Energy Arms. Thank you for the English, Bandai. Same picture from the sides, and again the same wording. When we turn to the back, we have all the stuff you can do. Same picture up here in the corner, same wording, all the other DX in this corner. I don't know if you can see, but all the other DX stuff. DX stands for deluxe, lights and sound, all that. Now here's all the stuff it does. You can pop open the lock, attach, push this handle in to activate the sounds, and what? The amount of times you push it in varies the attack noise. There we go. Here's the other DX release in this wave. The lemon, not the lemon. Well, it comes with the lemon energy arms, but the DX Sonic Arrow. And here you can see the color that the juicer part of the Genesis driver makes for each lock seed. So lemon, of course, yellow, cherry for bright red, and peach for a lighter pinkish red. And then you got warning. Oh, sad Pac-Man. I don't know why Pac-Man is so sad. Oh, and go. I don't think you'll ever review this. We'll see. So this one was just for the Henshin. Number 2 is for attack sounds, which apparently uses Rider Kick, which he never used in the show so far. And number 4 is you can detach the core, the Genesis core, and attach it to the Sengoku driver, which I don't have yet. And then attach the Melon Energy arms, and with orange arms that comes with DX Sengoku driver. Sorry. Almost screwed up there. And you can unlock a shadow. But we all know, if you've watched the show, this form hasn't appeared yet, but you know what it is. Here it says 3 AAA batteries. And for the lock seeds, 3 LR44 watch batteries. So that's it for the packaging. Let's get down to the actual belt itself. And here we have all the stuff you get in the box. So you get the main Genesis driver, this little back piece that just covers up the connection of the belt. You get the Melon Energy lock seed, and I have this. This doesn't come in the box, but this is a belt extension. As a word of notice, if you're to anyone thinking about buying a Kamen Rider belt, but you're too lazy to mod it, or you don't know how to mod it, buy one of these. This is $15. It extends the belt. If you're thin enough, you can wear it. This was the smartest thing I purchased from Japan, and it helps me wear this belt comfortably. So, to look at the driver itself, you have up here, these are soda straws to go along with the idea of you're juicing the fruit. The Sengoku driver was cutting the fruit. Now this Genesis driver is juicing the fruit. Now you have this, which is the crank, which turns the juicer down there. That you can hear that noise it makes every single time you pull it. I'll do it again without me talking. I can understand how that noise gets annoying after a while. You have the Genesis core with the lock part. Let me remove that. Just so there's a silver button up top where my finger is, right at the back of the red plastic. That allows this to be removed. So I will reattach it. And you have these little nubs here, which each set of 2, there's a 1 or 2, I haven't tried yet, but corresponds to a light in here. And then you have this other one just so it looks symmetrical when you push this in. And this does not stand well. You can see I've attached the belt to it. A lot of nice detail on the back. Something when the outline of the juicer on the back, which you would never expect with the power button right there. It's a nice. The belt is a nice silver with red and black little pieces here, which you can pop off. This is a type 2.5 belt, not quite a 3. So both sides are removable. Type 1 belts, you could only remove one side, and type 2, you could remove both, but the second one was harder to get off. So 2.5, they're both removable easily. They're exact same button system on both sides. The only difference is one over here is a right, one over here is an L. RL, sorry. And that's your lot. Very nice screw detail over on this part. Ridge, a lot of ridges. The red, black, and silver really pops on this toy. It makes me want to look at it and wear it and buy it. Oh god. So I'm going to turn it on and you're going to see the light up and the activation noise, or hear the activation noise. There's right below the power switch on the back, there's an X and an O. For North American viewers, you're used to on and off, and this X is off, O is on. I don't know if you saw that or heard that, but let me do it again. So you can hear it say its name. Every single deluxe toy in this Palomar Gaive toy line, it says its own name when you turn it on. And the light, you could see a white light, and then it switched between the colors it had. So that's cool. I'm going to do this again, because it does make a slight noise. It makes like a random beeping noise. But that's the only sound it makes. Wait. Yeah, that's the only sound it makes when the lock isn't attached. To go to the lock now, you just heard me open the lock. Let me turn, this is the Melon Energy Lock Seed. I'll zoom in. You can see it says ELS04, which is Energy Lock Seed number 4. So Peach is number 3, Cherry, I believe, is number 2, and Lemon is number 1. So you can see the lines here, the molded melon. I'm not sure what kind of melon it's supposed to look like, but I believe it's some sort of Japanese melon I've never seen. And if you press the button right here, you can open the lock, which admittedly is kind of fun to just sit here and do this. But you can see more detail of the lock part. That, yes, it looks like a straw. That's kind of cool that they detailed that. It kind of looks like a straw. Button here, button back here, which I'll talk about in a second. LR44 battery compartment. On and off switch. And clear blue plastic, which is a lot different from the regular lock seeds, which are just straight black plastic on the back. And yes, this does open. This is on a hinge. It opens, I don't know if you can see that much. Just so if you plan to play with it with the Sengoku driver on its own, the knife comes, it just doesn't sit there, it does that, and still activates the noise. Speaking of noise, let's turn this thing on. On the bottom, it does light up the clear orange plastic here, which you can see through here, and makes an activation noise. I'll do that again, so you can see better. That's kind of cool. And now to turn it on, or to activate the sounds, that's pretty awesome. It announces its name and makes a long noise. I'll play that again. Now for the back button, it has it has 4 sound effects. I will play them all in one order now. Energy standby. Energy shutdown with a little Japanese flair. System start. They like to add O's phonetically for some reason. The Japanese are kind of weird like that. And connecting. And I don't know if you could see, let me go up right beneath the orange clear button. are two little inlaid buttons. They activate the sound effects in the other with the other toys. So the bottom one activates Henshin sounds. The top one activates the sonic arrow noises. And if you press both of them at the same time, they activate the Jimba Melon sounds, which I will show off right now. So I'm going to press these two buttons. I don't know how well you're going to be able to see this. But wait. My bad. That was the wrong. I'm not editing that out. What you heard was the Henshin sound effects. My bad. So first button, press. I'm going to do this off camera just so you can hear it, but just know that it just makes the same light effect always. So those are the two noises it's going to make when you press the buttons. And then when you press the main button, and I hope you heard with that said mix, and then it paused because it was waiting for the Sengoku driver's noises to go. And then it said Jimba Melon Whoa, which is really awesome. Now for attacks, since I don't have the Sengoku driver, I have to do this right in my lap. By the way, I'm not going to do this for the Peach energy because this was too hard, but the sounds are very similar just with Peach instead of Melon and different attack sounds. That was Jimba Melon Squash. Let's go attack number 2. That was Jimba Melon Ore. It's apparently Ole. Weird, the Japanese like their Spanish. And attack number 3. I don't know how well you heard that, but that was Jimba Melon Sparking. And now to remove, I'm going to remove the sound, the pens, sorry. I'm not editing any of this. And you're going to hear the deactivation sound. There we go. Now we're going to take a look at the rest of the lock seeds. And here we have the rest of the lock seeds. Kabuto, Kiva, and the Peach Energy. First, we're going to look at the Peach Energy box. So it comes in this plastic insert kind of, if you've seen a bubble wrap, if you've seen any regular action figures, they have the same packaging system. You can see Kamen Rider Marika? Can't remember her name. Maria, something like that. And then a picture of Shin Zangetsu. He's on every single energy package. I don't know why. Just, he's arrogant like that. Place where this was, DX Peach Energy Lock Seed. And it happens to be right on the side, it says Peach Energy Lock Seed. So thank you for the English. Bandai. Same kind of stuff on the Genesis driver box, but peachy. Very peachy. Now on the back, the exact same stuff. Henshin, attacks, regular noises. Here's the words if you want to look at it. You can't see. Let me go in. In the top corner is Gaim Jimba Peach Arms. Right below it is the deluxe, the rest of the deluxe stuff. And below that is a QR code you can scan if you're into that, which probably leads you to a Kamen Rider Gaim page about something. Oh well, enough of that. So first, we're going to take a look at the peach energy, since it's very... Yeah, I just activated. The problem with these the two energy lock seeds, their button is very, very tedious. So you can just be moving it and suddenly be whoa. So there are those two beside each other. Melon, peach, melon, weird Japanese melon, pink upside down heart that doesn't look like a peach. Now take the melon away and start with the peach. So I'm going to turn it on, and you can hear it's the same noise. It also does the little hinge, so you can do that. And if you can do it fast enough, it opens! Yay! A way to open it. Oh, I forgot to show. There's a little button down here. Right here. You press. It opens. Every energy lock seed has that. Now for sounds. You can see a bright pink light. Well, maybe you could. My camera's not that good. And it said peach energy. And it had like a Middle Eastern sound to it. So for... Yep, same things. Now we're going to take this away, because this will be in detail more later. Yeah, it's off. And we're going to take a look at the two Legend Rider lock seeds. In order, I'm going to do Kabuto first. Get away, Kiva. So this is your standard lock seed. So all the pre-energy lock seeds look like this. Basic lock, same kind of design as the melon. Same thickness. The front panel is a bit thicker. Or thinner, sorry, on the basic one. And you can see a regular black block. The part about the Gashapon, they're always on, but the sounds don't activate the same way the Deluxe does. So if you just press the button, the lock just pops up. You have to press. I'm going to now the back. I'm not editing these at all. I'm going to say it again. I'm not editing it. The back is the exact same minus transparent blue plastic. Only one button here because this one activates all of the sounds. Yeah, red button there. So if you flip it open, you get a picture of Kabuto's belt. And then when you look below, just the Kabuto Zector, so an important item in the TV series. So this becomes this. Now I'm going to activate sounds. I imagine in the world of Gaim, if you use this lock seed and that happened, just a Kamen Rider Kabuto would fall out of the sky. Now Henshin sounds. Kabuto arms. The benefit of all the lock seeds is they say arms instead of just Kabuto. And then it said Tendomichi My Way, which is loosely translated as the path of heaven, My Way, which is very accurate to the character in Kamen Rider Kabuto. He was very arrogant, but also God-minded. He thought he was following the path of heaven, so this lock seed fits perfectly with him. And now attack sounds. Nope. That's what happens when you leave a lock seed, or a Gashapon lock seed on its own for too long. It resets. And I'm going to do attack sounds now. This is one attack. From there, you heard the main thing all the riders do in the show is cast off, which is their giant clunky armor falling off. Now I'm going to repeat the sound again, so I hope this isn't repetitive. I just contradicted myself, didn't I? Yep. And now 2 attacks. You have to press the back button twice. To activate the sounds. The second time is the second attack, the third time is the third attack. That one was Clock Up, which is the special ability of the Kabuto riders to go really fast to beat up the bad guys, and then you heard fighting. So here we go again. Three times. And there you heard Rider Kick, which is in basic form, is his final attack. And now, this is just on a hinge, but you see it just goes that far, but you have to hit it the rest of the way to make it lock. All the deluxe ones do not do that. They lock right away when they're knocked down. So I'm going to do something. I've gotten accustomed to hitting the button at the same time, make it sound like a deluxe seed. So I'm going to try that. And there we go. There's your Kabuto. Now, Kiva is the same method, just a picture of Kiva. It really looks cool. And then, it also says Masked Rider Kiva right around the rim. If for those who don't know, Kamen is Japanese for mask. There's your lesson of the day. Yay! You can see the belt, so the Kiva belt, and then you can see a whistle. It's a glass whistle, I believe. But that also, back to the belt, that is Kivat the Third, one of the main characters in Kamen Rider Kiva, who is a bat but also turns into the belt. So now I'm going to do sound. And yes, he's saying it wrong, but oh well. They're Japanese, they don't care. He said Kiva, but it's supposed to be a V. Now, Henshin. And it said King of the Vampire. Even though they're almost vampires in Kiva, they're Fangar. Now attack. Kiva's main finishing attack in his base form. And let me go back to it. That bite is the action of this guy biting Kamen Rider Kiva's hand to activate the belt for him. Now, Twite, which is a really cool feature. 2 attacks, or the second attack,